Hey, last season there was in there a super hot streak, and I know it was kind of a long year for yourself and the team. But when you got home and assessed your year, what did you come to? What kind of conclusions did you come to over your season?
Yeah, personally, man, a lot of ups and downs. And just this whole off season, that's kind of what I've worked on. That's kind of what we've talked about as an organization is, being more consistent and stuff like that. And I think that's always the goal, but I found some things that I hope help me do that, and we'll see what happens.
How much of it is physical and how much of it is just thought process as you're going through a season?
It's always a combination. Us baseball players, unfortunately, we're always trying to find something that's going to work, and sometimes tinkering really messes you up. So I think staying with the process, staying with the plan, I think that can help myself and a lot of my teammates.
How do you do that? Do you write down stuff and then go back to it? What is your process there?
Yeah, for me, it's something like that. We'll talk to our hitting coaches. A lot of times I'll verbalize things to them and be like, hey, this is something I really want you guys to hold me accountable for. We have a lot of guys who do that. We talk a lot of shop in there, talk a lot about hitting, so usually we have our coaches hold us pretty accountable.
What about your place on this team with so many younger guys coming in? It seems like, especially guys like Tovar and others, they kind of gravitated your way. What did that feel like last year?
Man, we have such a good young group. A lot of guys who are eager to learn. I just try to kind of be a sounding board for them. I've seen some really highs, seen some really lows in this game. So I think sometimes I bring a solid perspective for them to lean on.
Hey, going back to the previous question, what are some of the specifics that you addressed as far as the offense is concerned, the swing, the approach?
Always sequencing. We talked about that last year, right? The step, hips, hands. I found some things within that, though, that allow me to get it off better. Last season I was struggling. I thought I was doing the right things, wasn't putting myself in the best position to do the things I wanted to do, but luckily, talking with Bam Bam, talking with PJ, talking with Andy, found some other things that are going to help me do that more consistently.
Is that more easier? I guess is that easier when you discover it? Because I know, as a hitter, people can give you a whole lot of advice, but is it more let me figure it out than I ask the question? Is that kind of the easier way to learn for you?
For me, definitely, right? Because so much of hitting is a feel, and people can tell you, hey, do it this way, hey, do it this way, so you feel how to get it off and can feel it, when you're trying to rep it. It's always gonna be hard to just go do, but I think there's different ways around it, definitely having those conversations, and luckily we have good hitting coaches who keep an eye on everything.
How about defensively? Brian Hayes got a Gold Glove last year. You were in the running, you've been a finalist a while, Nolan's still there. Do you feel like it could be kind of a friendly little race to see who can win that thing?
Man, I think the defensive play around the league right now is superb, honestly, especially at third base. So many good guys, a lot of guys who didn't even get recognized in that category, right? So I think it's going to be fun. The award is the award. It's going to go to somebody every year, but Brian was awesome. I thought I played good defense, and I thought there was a lot of good play around the league.
Last one, as far as physically holding up throughout the course of a season, anything you did to tweak some of that to keep the legs going, into these Septembers and Octobers, hopefully?
Yeah, had some stuff at the end of last year, did some things this offseason that should really help it out. Got a couple quarter zone shots places, so feeling good.
Mac, I got one for you. What's this last week been like for you?
It's been crazy, man. Had a little baby girl. It's been awesome, dude. Had her home for the last 24 hours just about. Really cool for me seeing like my brother and sister with my daughter, and it's been a lot of fun.
Was she born down here?
Yeah.
Okay,
yep.
Great.
Yep.
And her name again?
Her name's Austin Brooke McMahon.
Austyn.
Yep.
Brooke?
Yep.
How tall was she?
She's a little girl, man. She was like 18 and a half inches, something like that. 7 pounds 4 ounces.
And the date was?
2/20/24.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she's awesome, man.
Thanks.
Yep.
Hey,
all right, guys.